God bless you, each and every one of you. It looks like we're connected. Really appreciate the support, each and every one of you. Support your time, your energy, your prayers, your help, and all of those things. Thank you. So I'm doing my best to help you, so I appreciate the reciprocity. 5 people at 5 likes. That's what I'm talking about. Mike, number 1 with the crown. Oh yeah, I like that. That's funny. Reagan, happy day. Praise Jesus Christ. How sweet of you. The prototypical Madonna. Yeah, the mommy. All right, Reagan. Great to have you. I know everything's going well. Dee Dee, let's go, Romeo. Hi. Hi, everyone. All right. Romeo and Dee Dee. Great tour. All right. Good to have you here. Frank and Gina. Greetings to all. Praise Jesus Christ. Jay Baba. So well said. Thank you for your prayers. 6 in here, 6 likes. Wow. George. Hello, fellow seekers. Yeah. Hi, fellow seekers. Hi, or hey, or Jay. Hi. May God bless you all and ease your path in the name of Jesus Christ. How sweet. What great messages. Pamela, greetings all, and I pray everyone is having a most blessed day. So sweet. Got it covered. My prayers back to every one of your prayers. As I say I say them to you. In return. Always reciprocated. Thank you, Pamela. Jamie, hi, John, and everyone. So sweet. Good to have you. Alan, happy day. God bless you, John, and all joining today. Jay Baba, praise Jesus Christ. So sweet. Mike, victory with God to all here on the path. Nice. Chris Vine, good morning. Is it? Are we in morning? A little bit. I don't like the dome that much. I'm a little in morning on for the whole topic, so okay. Mike, all right. John, Jack. I had 2 beauties come up to me last night from Chicago. Last night? Oh, no, it's Wednesday, my bad. Not last night. Last night. No, Saturday. Yeah, no, last night. Have you heard of Fantasy Fest? I'm like, I don't think so. Oh, we were talking about Key West. I was like, oh, yeah, I have. Yeah. She's like, how would I look? All in paint, in a painted body, walking through the streets. So I was like, I think you'd win the parade. Yeah. You both would. Get my get your fantasy fest on. Yeah. Life is a fantasy. Always down there praying for them, the Disney characters. So, the name of this, call me Christ. What is the actual dividing line that divides one team from the other? Because they're all saying, hey, we're on this team. Sorry, we can't. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. We'd like to, go to your meetings, but we can't. We're on this team. They say that, when it gets down to it. Oh yeah, sorry. No, I'm not on your team. Okay. What's that team all about? Because I've kind of shown that God does answer prayers too. You say him Mary Baba, you say him Jesus Christ, you Krishna. God made up these characters of God and does back the stories that God made up for sure. Definitely. But there's no one walking around in here that God sent. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference, right? It's like, what's the difference between AI and, all these creatures walking around here? And they're in physical form, right? Someone had a good question. What's was it was a good question. You know, what's up with the subtle realm? What's that mean, Mir Baba? What's the subtle realm means you can't see it. That's all. Like, like Satan will fall like lightning. Okay, well, can't generally see electricity, it's real. And then you're like, oh, you know, you see the devil's real because hey, lightning's real. Wait, sometimes you see electricity. It's a freak event. Uh you get it? It's a good metaphor for, you know, they never see God. They're not allowed to see God, period. That's the game, right? Like God, like on the other side, they can't. They're on the other side, but they're not with God. They can't see God. That's the only way we get experience seeing God is not through eyes here. You see? So we gotta see God on the other side, somewhere. But wait, God didn't send a single representative in physical form because all them stories are about some guys here in a physical form, Christians walking around like, hey, hi, Arjuna, hey, what's up, man? And Jesus is like, hey, Matthew or whoever, right? Hey, hi, how you doing? you know, it's about a physical guy walking around. Though I have said that time loop exists and they never walked around. And so who's allowed to say that stuff? You know, now they're not. So the fallen angels are simply a demon in physical form. I don't see them as that different. One's got a physical form, one doesn't, and they come and go from physical form. So why see them as just their physical form? I don't. I don't see you that way or me that way. So they don't see themselves that way, and they're able to go in between. They have all the powers. They have access to all the stuff. Some stuff we don't know about until I tell you about, and then you see, oh, that is how they do it. Then you witness the outcomes from it. Yeah. Okay. I want to go through whatever was said here first before I go too far. I think maybe I did see it. Reese Canode. All right. I think maybe a recent Liberty Aid student. Excellent. All right. Hello. Hello. Good. Chris, beautiful to see you all. Praise Jesus Christ, wonderful. Jay's here. Good. That's Charles Lake Jay. Good. Frank and Gina. Oh, yeah. Frank, he's my buddy. That's nice. Number 3. You guys. Making it funny. That's fantastic. Okay, so I just want to handle that. So there's no one physically walking around that actually, is on your side and, is on, they're on one team. There's no one on the other team. Like they know there's two teams. They're one team. So if they're one team, that means at least there's one other team. Doesn't it mean that? Right? Doesn't it mean, okay, God's going to play a game, but one of the teams isn't physical, partially physical. One of the players isn't going to be physical. I mean, that sound, you know, I'm saying God isn't physical. That's going to be on your team of Team God. Yes, yes. But there's no one who God sends in to be like coach or actually knows what's going on and can tell you because sorry, we don't have any representative down there from God. You're just going to have to handle it on your own. There's no one that's a prophet. There's no, you see what I'm saying? In all these stories that God gives us, someone reaches, oh my God, I know what's going on. They go through this traumatic, blah, 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 part of the story, like Disney, like every Disney story. This traumatic beginning. Oh my God, Bambi's mom is like murdered immediately. It's like, some horrible stuff happens because these are God's stories that apparently God likes to write like that and have games like that. This horrible stuff happens, but eventually, Bambi, so Bambi can't kill the whole world or whatever, like, it's just, a, that's God made the game and the stories and everything, but so you're like, okay, God made a game to play for your soul. So is there someone on our team we could refer to and get some help with? Uh, you know, yeah, for me, I don't want to work with a guy you didn't send us anyone. That's not fair at all. That's like the Muslims, like, no one's coming, no one is coming, no one's coming. It's like, why do you have to say it like that? No one's coming. No one's been here. No, yeah, somebody came and no one's coming. Wait, that's illogical. You know, like at every level. They're like, yeah, no, it already happened. No, no, no. The science is already done. Everything happened. It's already done. It's like the story when you get into the time loop is no, everything happened already. The science is done. Everything's figured out. Everything. No, nothing's gonna happen. You're not going nowhere. No advancement in the spirituality. All that happened. That's in the past. That didn't happen. Listen, listen. Have you ever experienced the past like you should here? You're like, I'm going to experience the past now. And then you just go experience it. It's actually not possible to experience the past or the future. So is what the other team is told real? Well, let's just say it like this: a certain amount of it is absolutely perfectly, exactly, correctly, nothing left out for them, right? Or else they'd be off their rocker doing a whole bunch of other stuff because the script would match what they know. So obviously, Warren Buffett is going to make, hi, I made XD jillion dollars again this second. you know, of course they know the script. My God. I remember when everything goes up and down. Sell this, buy that, sell this, buy that. So it's like, okay. So they obviously remember some stuff, but they don't remember being with God. Like we don't remember being with God either. Specifically remember. I remember when I was chilling with God last. That was great. No, it's wiped from us and them, so they don't get to see that. They don't get to see the nature of God. Like I had one of them come up to me last night that was like, brought up something and just always, and having little questions, sometimes. Uh, and I had to explain, the evolution of consciousness is, I basically now I just tell them the leader of your team is fake. You see what I'm saying? I'm the leader of our team, but your team leader actually is fake and is God faking a character. The one who knows, say, Lucifer becomes Sat, knowledge, becomes the one who knows. Yeah, okay, you can call me Lucifer, say what, or Christ or whatever. I'm just the one who knows. They don't have one. Like God's like, oh, let me play Jesus Christ for you. But see, God plays in physical form, the devil, yes. But you ain't gonna find Jesus Christ here in physical form. Uh-uh. But the devil will jump in all different kind of forms in here, physical. I talked to the devil many times in many forms, so I know that's happening. So you're saying there's no counterpart to this physical form of the devil, this opposing team, AI, ultimate individualized consciousness of the hive? You're saying we got nothing in here? I'm saying we do have something. We have consciousness of God is an option, and I have it. I've met with God. You can meet with God. That's the alternative. And they can't meet with God and they won't meet with God. That's not an opportunity for them. You see? That's what I was saying. Hey, you go through Say is a lie. Sorry. In God's presence, you only have one experience, singularity. There's no duality. You experience God, which is how do the response, because we're a creation of God. So your response as a creation of God in God's presence is, how do I serve you? You're experiencing bliss, infinite bliss, which is you can't you cannot imagine infinity. You can't, because you're in duality. Impossible. Therefore, you cannot entertain the concept of infinite bliss. It's not possible. It's impossible to experience in this form. You have to leave it, and you know, can't come back. I can, but no one else can experience that and come back. It doesn't happen. They've never done it. It's never going to happen. You have to do it on the path only. You have to have your memory wiped. You have to play it like you are. You have to play it, you know, play it to win it. So you're having a different experience than they're having. Okay? What I'm trying to do is break down your experience is different, their experience is different, give you the tools to tell who is who. What is a great, let's just go right to a tool, you know, to ask someone how many, you're like, which team are you on or whatever, you can't figure it out. Well, you got to. And so a great question is to anyone, how many lifetimes do you remember? Because me, what's the answer? Zero. And the way I answer it is like, of course, right? Maybe I say, of course, maybe I don't, but generally zero. Same with a non-player character. They're gonna say, what? No, none. I don't. My answer in a non-player character, same, same, same as yours. Two, one is 7,000, all same. None. What? I don't believe in that junk. You know what I mean? Like, that's the answer. What other kind of answer are they gonna have? Because you're gonna say, well, whoa, what do you remember? And they're gonna have some story or something. And, they're like, what? They don't have a story. They just don't, because there's nothing there. And the other ones, well, they have a story that lines up with their current existence. They know they're in a time loop. They know when the stocks go up and down. They're rich. They live in a house. They got no mortgage. We boomed in here. The big boom. We're the boomers. Big boom, bang, big bang, boom, boom, we're here again. So they know everything and it all matches up. Part of their memory must be wiped because they're so dumb they want to come back here every time. Because, or they just never meet with God, it's like, whoops. Hey, dubbas. So does that mean they don't sleep? I don't know. Because that is meeting with God that we're in a cycle, right? People are like, oh, there's a 64-year time cycle. Well, okay, there's one for the hour, right? There's one for the minute. There's one for the minute. There's 60 seconds. That's the cycle. Yeah, God made it up, but you did and I did it, right? So that's a minute. There's one for the hour, 60 plus across 64. There's one for the day, right? 24 hours a day. So that's a cycle. There's one for the year with 4 seasons. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's one for the year. Okay. But so every layer of time has a cycle in it. Every single one that you know about, every level of time that you know about has a cycle. But no, there's not ultimately another cycle. Does that match up with anything you experience? No. No. You're in a cycle. You gotta sleep every day. You experience a cycle every day. Right? You're awake and then you sleep. Cycle. Every day. Every day. You're saying, oh, the game's on and then it's not. But wait, you're on and you're off every day. but no, the cycle is not on and off. Oh, but you are. But everything is, and including every say. But it's illogical to say, wait, all of creation operates on a cycle, but creation doesn't. Wait, what are you trying? Doesn't make any sense. So, okay, what is the other loop? Make a case for it. I don't see one, but what is the case for? Because there's a judgment day, so there it's in everything. So when there's no cycle, there's no ultimate cycle, or there is, and when it isn't. I mean, it's one of two. Everything else runs a cycle. So the answer is, when's the end of the cycle? Beginning. Okay, what is it? Anyone else say the exact date? No. Who would say the exact date? Because it's kind of an imperative to see it, and no one else has said it before I said it ever. In a Wizard, this is Jack. In a Wizard of Oz, a sweet old man plays the speakers and microphones behind a curtain. What are you talking about? Have you seen my story? Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Clever guy. That's funny. Do the other perfect masters have any bit of memory wave? I don't. I look for why would they? I look for reasons how that would benefit them. You know what I'm saying? I would say that if there's anything difficult, on the other side, that they would have a memory wave, but they have knowledge of God. They do. They have to. You know, like they're perfect. I can't be broken because I met with God. Like, oh, the God's not real. It's like, what are you telling me when you tell me that? You haven't met with God. Like, you're not telling me I haven't met with God. I know I met with God. I don't need you to tell me yes or no to tell me whether I had the experience or not. You simply tell me you haven't had it, one way or the other, whatever anyone tells me. So it's by your actions, and their actions are keep the game silent and play it perfectly, which they do. Unless you met with God, you would never have that level of fear of, you know, uh, letting God down. That's what happens when you meet with God. Like you're like, and now I gotta leave, and then go show you that I can match up to infinite bliss and perfection. You're like, I can only fall short of that. So you're constantly never want to let God down because you're going to meet with God again. It's a cyclical nature to the game. So you're going to meet. So they do have that knowledge. They have been perfected, and that means they've met with God. So, uh, yeah, that's not been wiped. So they're in a unique position and situation for sure. And they don't change. So, like, they're the biggest tattletales, I'm sure. Hey, God, guess what Dumbo's up to now? Like, you mean number one Dumbo? John, Jack, you don't know his name even. What did he do now? Anyway, I'm gonna see what else you wrote. Good question, right? It is. At a university, my studies were on the circadian clock. The cycle is every cell happening every day, same time. The cycle runs everything. Thank you. They call it master clock, i.e., the circadian clock. Thank you, CC33. That's correct. Exactly. And so it's illogical to say that everything that we know about time is cyclical in nature, but there's no time loop where it resets because that's all that we've learned about time for sure is its cyclical nature. And we're wired to it. We cannot function if you start to, the studies on try to stay awake and like perform properly. Ah, no, doesn't work. Doesn't do not function. It doesn't function. Okay. So I want you to stay grounded in, actual science, like Alan points out, we experience what you experience is actual science. That's science. You experience it repeatedly. In other words, the hypothesis is you keep experiencing these things over and over. So that makes the hypothesis, the sample, relevant because you are always experiencing it. Okay. Noticing there's two teams, dissecting them, seeing the different attributes, right? We've done that. We've gone over it. TD, I want to talk about a lot about you today. Should a child pray for a parent's death and why or why not? No, that's not something that's should be done. No. No. Uh but I'm just saying I did it last week, just saying, I said anyone that stands in the path of me getting to my children, God kill him, kill my enemies, which includes my mother, you know, who is the main one with a broken, second broken hip at the moment and so on. So I'm just saying, uh, I didn't specifically do that, but I didn't leave her out. and she's on my mind. So death is the solution to the problems here anyway. So, if you know that, uh, yeah, you just try to get a solution to the situation, and you got someone block your path, and you're working for God, and you're just simply trying to do the job God gave you to do, which raising children that God sent to you is, hey, that's your job, Joy. That's your job, wherever they came from. There seems to always be someone super evil in control of all the children here. To see that not the case in like the Poe family is like impossible. It's so brutal to watch all these sweet little children get their karma overlaid on them by the fallen angel. Hey, yeah, no, they screwed up last. Watch what I do to 'em. It's like, well, I don't really want to watch what you do to children. It's so horrible, so difficult. So, uh, you know, I could say it could sure come up. Praying for your parents for sure. Or you're asking for God, "Hey, can you make an instant judgment on this for God?" I feel like, it's like in soccer, it's like, "Yeah, can you give him the red card and get him out of the game? They're playing evil in here. Not even no, they're not even paying attention. We can't even play soccer anymore. They just ruined the game. Can you give him a red card and boot him? That's a death prayer." And I think, okay, Dee's chimed in here. I mean, what a week for this lady. Dee, my goodness. What I what if you listened to what I said last week and you put up this thing about Mayor Baba, this Mayor Baba quote that said that I wanted to talk about that first. Neither man nor woman. That's what I was trying to say, See, you're not these characters that you play, right? You're not that. The purpose of male and female incarnation is the same as the purpose of evolution itself. It is to enable the soul to arrive at its own undivided and indivisible existence. Beat up with God again. Ting! Yay! Back home. Yes, you heard what I was saying perfectly. It made a perfect quote. I was like, God, what a summation. Anyway, I already was like, yes. You posted that in the classroom, that link, and it was exactly what I was intended to. I don't remember reading that. I probably have read that before, but it is exactly what I was trying to say. So I want to say thank you for putting that up. Oh, it's in the classroom. So she posted it there, and it's a great piece on there, Baba. So have a look. I recommend it. That's what I'm trying to help you say. Get out of your character that you're not your character, right? You go to sleep, you wake up, you're not here. You're not in your body. You're not in this world playing your character. And you still exist. So you're past your character. That's it. See, you do it every day. It's not something that's different than you experience. You experience that every single day, but you give it no weight because I was explaining it to you. But it's very simple. Explain it to yourself. Where did you go? Oh, yeah. Well, that would be good to know. But you're here again, so no consciousness was lost, but you're not experiencing, what I described, right? Where's the bliss? Where's all the well, you experience, you wake up again, you feel refreshed and everything, where you're feeling more blissful. Whatever happened yesterday, you're like, oh, okay, right. The cycle of the bliss, where you experience the bliss of God over there. It's wiped. So, do perfect masters experience memory wipe? Do they sleep? You see what I'm saying? They experience memory wipe then. Everyone does over there. Except for the bugs. Do they sleep? Do they get to experience God over there? Good question. Another good, yeah. Let me. Anyway, I asked, so it's okay. Uh, so anyway, okay. The second thing I want to say about you, let's not get off topic here, John, Jack. The video you made was whoop. Da-da-da-da. He's like, oh, getting to the star up there on the dough is like launch. Someone's headed to this. Someone's headed to the halo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So sweet. What a video. That is a video of a launch into the stratosphere. You want to get out of the dome. That's the way you do it. Kindly give the death prayer. What? I said exactly what I did. I did it. I didn't make a video, right? I made a video at the door. I didn't make it. So all the weight, spiritual weight, it didn't go to me. Anything left, I went to her. That's what happens. That's why I'm always saying, hey, try this, do that. And I don't make a video. I'm leaving some room for, rapid advancement spiritually. Right? You're fasting from your own life. You're going to give up your life for spiritual progress, spiritual technology on video for your brothers and sisters now currently engaged in the game to share with them and give them truth that they don't have to do themselves is walk through the valley of death, right? Hey, I'll walk through it for you and make a video. Oops. How much did you just multiply your karma forward to God? That's how I done it. I was just saying, obvious. So, and what did you learn there? You could be learning that for a long time. You're gonna, because when you do something like that, you also experience God. You have a level of God realization in the time you're doing it. You sort of have an out of body, in body experience when Gabriel like jumps in and takes over and says, "What's got to be said?" You can't remember you did, but the words come out and they didn't come from you, and you're like, "What just happened?" I don't know, but it's on video. You can go watch it yourself. What the heck was that? You're like, just what I sort of planned, sort of, but sort of. I don't. What the? You got to do it to experience it. Thanks. I remember when I was young. I went to the rec center with my friends, and when my dad found me, he stared, beating me if he started beating me in front of all the kids. Uh, you're welcome for the link. I'll work it on that because I needed it to confront the wee bit. Exactly. Laws are fake, courts are fake, God is real. Don't go in there. Who cares? Oh, I got dead. I don't read. You read something on the letters you said. So what? Your prayers are all that you have in there. Your God, their laws or their courtroom. That's not on your side. They'll be using that to teach you a lesson, unless God steps in and your prayers are answered, like they're with me, which there will be with you. And they are with Dee and others in here, or else you wouldn't be in here listening to this because you wouldn't have experienced it. I'd be like, oh, he's a raving lunatic. He's a cult. This is blah, 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 blah. You hear it all. Anyway, I wanted to give what you did do note. And, I don't want to say too much either because it's something you did and you have actually words to talk about it. I don't, which is why we need to get together. You see what I'm saying, people? It's necessary. Yeah. Because everyone's doing their own individual work like that too. And she made a video. So she understands. There's nothing, sorry, there's nothing else you got up here. Sorry. Sorry. There's no one else in here that's going to help you. Sorry. Sorry. It's on my game. It's on my game. It's on my game. I didn't do this, okay? I didn't do this. Don't get mad at me about that. You know who to get mad at. Don't get mad at me. Oh, that guy's not good enough. Thanks for helping. Hey, tell me what else you need. I'll do my best. But sorry, that's just the way it is. And that's you taking it seriously and taking some weight off my back for real and making a video and making me not have to do it. That's real weight. That's real spiritual weight. You took weight off of my shoulders. Who am I? Who am I? I'm the dividing line. It took some weight off of my shoulders. What happened to you? You want to shoulder some of that burden? Look out. Well, you want God? Oh, okay. If you get there by the difficulty, you're going to shoulder some of my burden. Well, like Alan made the paperwork that, work for getting his real estate taxes accepted and so on. And now others could do it. You would have shouldered some of that weight. Reap the benefits. Reap the benefits. Reap the benefits. Reap the benefits. That's right. And so on. Oh, you want to open up Canada? Oh, well, okay. Reap the difficulties, but also the benefits. What? You you want to do whatever. God's going to be like, okay, well, you need a haircut. You need a, let's get all that, let's get the vines off. Let's cut the puppet strings off. Okay, trip, snippity, snip, snip, snip. You're like, whoa, what the heck? I feel light as a feather up here. Whoa, here am I going? Yeah, hey, hi. Come down out of the blue and into Kansas here. Those shutdown videos you did were the best. Yeah. If people were only watching it has seen. And they would have tried some of their own stuff like you did and done and supported me. And so you've experienced a lot yourself and continue to. And now you're out front. You're like, hold on a second, let me break some trail. I got a death prayer I gotta get. Oh, what did you just say? On video? What are you I'm just gonna sit over here on the coach's bench over here. Have a watch. Oops. Yeah, looks like some team's in trouble. It some looks like the shortest one on our team just did a slam dunk in your face. Whoops! Just saying. Whoops! I'm just gonna sit and watch that one. Oh. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful work. Okay. I want to give it, due service and discussion. Now, we talked about a lot of things, different teams, dissecting them, who's who. Now we got to just bring it down to, okay, I'm in the moment, who's who, right? You know who, you give them the death prayer, right? You know for a fact. And they were going to walk trouble up your face, they answered death prayer. Okay, okay. I'm just talking about, you know, someone you know, someone you don't know, someone that wants to interact with you on some level, massive level, little level, media, whatever. What's a great way to find out who's who, right? I love this question just because it gives me so much information every time I ask it. How many lifetimes do you remember? You know, right? It's so good. It's so good. You know, right? You see, that's a tool. That's a tool that you have. So we ask them, right? I say no, right? I've said this, but I'm just saying. See, these are tools. All this who's who is stuff. Yeah, but now, how do I know right now? I can hug anyone, see anyone, know anyone, watch them for a few minutes, ask. I can know who anyone is or where they are. But it's not about me. It's about you. It's about how do you decide. So I'm gonna say no, I don't remember. Is I don't remember no lifetimes, right? Someone else, I'll play a character. What? I don't know, right? Any other team? Someone on the other teams be like, what do you mean other lifetimes? It's like, yeah, no, wrong answer. Nah. Well, who asked you? Nah. Yeah, but what? Eh, eh, everything. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. They always try to spin it. You should say wrong answer. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. How many times have you been asked this question? Wrong answer. Wrong answer. They always got to answer, but they never got the right answer, which is what? None. Do their actions match that? You see? Do their actions? Oh, do you? They're poor. You know what I'm saying? They have no wealth. They. Hi, Marla. What's up, Marla? It's okay. What's up? Yes, I'm busy over here. You come on, say hi if you want. Come on, come on. You're a mess. You've been fed. You're what? What is it? What is it? You want to get up here now, don't you? Okay, come here. No, drop that. Okay, good. I got a like shelf above the desk here, and he yells at me when he wants to get up there. So my apologies, Merlin interruption. Hi, Merlin. Okay, he's like my overlord now. Okay, all right, because he can see out the window, so he's sitting up there. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. How many lifetimes do you remember? Merlin's like meow, meow, meow. Don't. Is that a number? Meow, meow, meow. Quit answering the question. I wasn't asking you. I'm on a video. What can't you read, cat? Uh, okay. So, all right. So I want you to know that, and that's a simple tool. Use it often. If you use the same tool over and over and over and over and over again, it becomes really like the only tool you need. You know what I'm saying? Any look thing, you know when it's wrong. You ask a question so many times, you just know when it's wrong. It's so simple. So it's one thing. Marla's got to lead it on the camera. This sorry about that. Uh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go through a number of things. If you have any questions or things like that, we're gonna go through some things because I want you up to speed on the knowledge. I'm sorry, 1 week is so man, I've been doing this so long. It's amazing I can get this stuff out. It's really oh, I appreciate the support. This work is not easy where you never take a break every week. You know what I'm saying for some years. But that's my role. I'm not leaving you unshepherded. So gathering same time next year. I like that idea. In the Sarasota area is simple, worked perfectly. Which would roughly be May 2nd through May 9th. So it's May 2nd through 9th ish. Go look at your calendars. If you meant, well, no, I meant the 1st to the 8th or the 3rd through the 10th or something like that. Let's get them calendars out and have a look, and then we'll get it all clear. And then people can make, well in advance plans, which are cheaper and easier, relaxing. And hey, the more time you have to plan, the better plan you can make with other people. And hey, why don't we ride, this way or that way? Just should be easy. I like that it would be easier. More time makes it easy. So generally look for those dates. Okay. All right. And at some point we're working on Jesus Christ Trust website. Tammy will put something up on the website about next gathering will be May 2nd through 9th in the Sarasota area. Da da da. Generally, what's going on? Blah 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 blah. All right. So, and that gives you time to do that other stuff too. So, all right. So, we'll do better that way. More time for use, better, more time on this end, better, better, better. Okay. All right. And that was Alan brought that up. I think Alan did. Thank you for doing that. Well done. Uh, great, super steady travelers, organizers, the Poe family. Go. Beer Mama call his like crew like that the archangels, But I'm not calling you angels. You're moving past that. Like, no. Okay. Now I just got to go through kind of a list of things, and I know you want to know this stuff, right? The Poe family, indeed. Okay, this is just my notes from 1 week. From the last time I talked to you until now, these are the things that came up. Like, I go to the drum circle on Siesta Key after I speak to you on Sundays. So I say this and then it plays out every Sunday. Like, it's the big one, it's the big show. 1,000 parking spaces, or not even a parking space. I ride my bike, leave it early, and yeah, it's always there. So last week there's this preacher yelling. He's mic'd up, he's yelling at the drum circle, the whole drum circle, you know what I mean? From a little ways off, but not that far he's done it before. He's just screaming at God, Jesus Christ, just like, you're going to hell, all the stuff. And I finally, on my way out, I was like, listen, where are your book? It's not my book. Where in the book that you're talking about? Okay, we're already in argument, right? Where in the book that you're talking about does it say, in the Bible that music is bad? Well, just where in there is music is horrible, music is evil? Where is it? Just tell me, okay? You quote everything in your book. Just say music is evil, chapter blah blah blah. Where is it? You see, those are musicians playing music. And it's people gathering. There's nowhere else on earth you could do that anywhere in any city, in any town, anywhere. Right? And you're trying to block it with a yelling at. Where does in your book say music is evil? Just say it. Tell me. Oh, blah, 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 blah. No, just you're yelling at musicians playing music. That's all you're doing. So where your book does say music is evil, just say it. Tell me. No response. I say, okay. Where are your manners? By the way, is there anything in your book about manners? Anything like to come out of here mic'd up screaming at people who are, you're trying to play music and trying to stay on tempo. Where does there anything in your book about manners, about treating people a certain way? Anything about manners? Because you got no manners, buddy. And my final thing, I was just like, shut up. Shut up. See, you have no manners, nothing in your book. They're trying to play music. Shut up. This is all ego. This is all about you, buddy. What are you doing? Everybody, you're standing here and everybody says the same thing to you. You can't hear a word. See, they're on automatic programming. These characters are going to go, you know, if Mickey Mouse is out there in Disney World wearing the mouse suit, and all the little kids are like, "Oh, it's Mickey! Oh my God, I love you, I'm Mickey!" And somebody, my age walks by, how's the clown suit? It must be hot in there, You can't go, "Hey, fuck you," No, you can't. It's They're gonna play Mickey. They're gonna play Mickey. They're gonna play Mickey. You see, there's no getting out of character for that one. They don't. Uh-uh. You see, it's just always the same thing. I never learn anything different about them because they never have anything new to teach. Okay. So either I'm Christ or not. Yes. So either call me it or don't, and that's the dividing line. Who says I am? Who says I'm not? There is no actual other metric in here, and there's not going to be one. No final what? Down to the wire, right? The wire means the line at the end, the line, the wire, the line in the sand. Down to the wire. Oh, we're down to the wire of the wire, right? So, do you put on the pile of funny money property of Jesus Christ, property of John McCaig, or you put property of Christ? What do you call me? I won't even let. Well, you don't even know. I don't know. What's my name? John? Jack? I don't know. Yeah, well, you don't even know. I call myself both, so you don't even know my name because I don't. I know my title. That I know. So you can call me Christ because if you want a definitive, and if you want to get on one side of the line or the other, is some have done it. There ain't no going backwards. You done it. You seen it. So those few that have tried doing it, I'd be like, oh, you know, what happens to your house if you try it? Squash at your car. Anyway. Okay. If Angela is here too, had someone stop by with their son and get baptized and everything. I really appreciate the food. The bread was great. It's finally got eaten last of it today, and thank you very much for your gifts. I was looking for a good pizza recipe. I haven't had a chance to try yours, but thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Uh, so it was nice to meet you both. God bless you both. So let's talk about werewolves for a second, right? Okay. What what's a werewolf? Well, I call it vampires, but you could call it a werewolf, right? Because that's the opposite of bear baba, right? Bear baba, where the M and the W is upside down. So wolf, ate a sheep. We're sheep, right? Sheep, they're wolves. So werewolf, right? That's one of them. Right. Their character, but then they changed. Oh my god, look what's behind the character. They're wolf. Ah, predator. That's what I say, right? On the full moon, when hell comes out, right? Hey, are you with hell? Hey, how many lifetimes you remember werewolf? They change right in front of you. Oh, whoop! You're a werewolf. I got me some garlic right here. Hey, how many lifetimes you remember? Put some of that garlic on your lips. Well, how many? Oh, werewolves. Is every bug says this on these videos? Every low level video make a bug. Without further ado, automatic bug. Just say it. And they also this is automatic bug too. This is automatic bug speak. In an ever changing world, the world never changes. So that's a more bug speak. Automatic. There's so many signs. How many signs? Oh, oh, oh! It's that guy's joke. How can you tell if you're a redneck? It's like, how can you tell if you're one of the we? Oh, so funny. I have been dealing with, I'm here with Merlin, and I hear thoughts about, oh, maybe Virginia is a good place to move to because it has weed card and it's near North Carolina you know, where family is. And so I was like, Virginia. I was like, oh, that's on the other side of DC from where I grew up. But like way down south, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, Virginian? I was like, I wasn't born of a woman. I'm like, I am actually a Virginian. I am a, Vir- I am actually a Virginia already. I have, and I have lived in Virginia before. But it's true. I am already Virginia. I was like, what area? Oh, South Virginia. I was like, what's that town, Danville? It's like that's the last capital of the last war. The last ones to fight the war against the Agawi Trust. Last capital was Danville, Virginia. The Confederacy. Oh, hey, How about a new flag up here? How about an old flag? Oh my goodness. You might be away if you can't feel your heart, right? Is there anything in there? Whoop, nope. Hi, what are you doing? We're having dinner in here. Like those little demons from Men in Black. Hey, we're just having a cup of coffee, have a cigarette in there. What do you want? Hi. Oh, okay, I brought this up on Thursday because it happened that day on my show on Thursday, Eliminated Academy. But I want to bring this up because this happened to me. I got my uh bike. God, you like I got my bike back from getting repaired. It was like had put 2,600 miles on it, and yeah, I'm out there a lot of days. It's really good. I can see the place. It's so relaxing, really, and with air going by, it's not that hot either. It's beautiful. So anyway, I'm out there and I took a picture. I'm sitting there watching a manatee from a long ways off. I'm like, is that a manatee? No one else is out. It's just too friggin' hot. I'm standing on the bridge, like bike pedestrian bridge over the water in a coma. It's so beautiful. It's like, you know, I was standing there with the beauty, and I was like, is that a manatee? Comes up to literally right where I'm standing, like, "Oh, hi." So I don't pick up my camera because 'cause I'm like, "This is trippy." They always do this to me. The manatees always list me out. They come right where I am, "Hi," like, over there, "Whoa," they always come right over, and, anyway, I forgot to close I'm like, "Whoa," and then I was like, "Oh, let me get my." I took a short video when it went out on the other side of the bridge. I was like, "I see you down there," and then it ran away. Oh, uh, and I was like, I got all blissed out from standing there. So I put my phone back on, but I forgot to close up my bag. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna go back home. And my wallet pops out on the way back. It's just on the trail somewhere. Like, and when the Jamie gave me, that's very sweet. I was like, and it really works. And it's great. But when it sucked after replace everything in it, no. Uh Anyway, I had noticed it was open on my drive home, and a lighter had popped out. I was like, "Arr." I look in there, I saw something red in there. I'm like, shoot, didn't lose my wallet. But it was these colored Allen wrenches I have in there. Wasn't my wallet. And I zipped it up and I was like, oh, great. And it was like 10 miles away from where I live. So I get back, I'm like, my wallet isn't in there. I was like, God, you're just gonna have to help me out. I don't have no energy for any of this. I need your help. Period. I can't deal with all that. I can barely do what I'm doing every day. So you're gonna have to sort this out. Thank you. There's no way. I went in and it was like I chugged some lemonade and like I was already kind of like out there to heat at my limit after a long ride. Went to the beach and all this stuff and yeah, like chugged all this stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna go find it. And God will. I'll just go out there. God will give it to me. And I have to get an extra battery, use up all my battery, pretty much like shove the second battery in there. So I got one semi-empty and one full one. And I leave and I'm like, and I cross Miami, wait for the light, and then I take a right after that, soon after, through this neighborhood that goes past the school. And basically to get to Legacy Trail, it's like a cut through. And in that neighborhood, this guy's coming out on a recumbent bike, and I've seen this guy before a lot of times. He's got a handlebar mustache, and he's got like a Friends of Legacy Trail shirt on. He's one of them. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Stop!" I go, "Ah!" I skid to a halt, turn around. He looks at me. Are you McCaig? He's got his hand open on my wallet, and I was like, "Yes, I am." I was like, "I'm gonna pray." I was like, "Thank you." I said, "Listen, look at me. I'm gonna pray you get your feathers and wings for this." I was like, I look up, I was like, "Hey God, this one." Uh, I was like, "Thank you for getting." Which I said, "What's your name?" He's like, Oh, what's your name? Thor. I was like, okay, Thor. Thanks for coming down here, Thor. And you know, bringing me more well. I say, I'm gonna pray God gives you your feathers and wings for working and helping me today. I really appreciate you. Saved me a lot of effort. He said, I need all the prayers I can get. Thank you. He said, I'm gonna go back to the Legacy Trail now. I was like, you have my prayers, my ongoing prayers. Thank you very much. And they got them again today. So they're always watching. They're always watching. You have any idea how they're always watching? Do you have any idea? You have any idea? Am I helping this get through to you? Please. You saw that video. Thank you, Frank. Didi, I was born today in Virginia today in Fort Lee 25 years ago. Right? The last bastion of the we don't like you, we. Robert E. Lee, we like that character, but we don't like your character. I love him. You're an orphan now, right? Hey, are you? Okay, so let me keep going here. So expect that is your life. You are here to give them a death prayer for their absolute horrible or possible horrible service or their wigs. Wigs. One or the other. What our life boils down to one of two things. You give one prayer or the other. That's it. I need this done. That's why I'm interacting with you. Get it done. You do this, right? Yeah. Okay, do it. Okay. Listen, honestly, it seems like you're taking time over there. So I'm working with Jesus Christ. I got work to do. So listen, you get your feathers and wings together over there, get it right, or God's gonna kill you and send you to hell. I'm working on the same thing over here, so you get the same thing. Off you go. Get it done. Okay. Really, next time, get it done before I show up. Forever, everyone, or just praying for you. You die before I get there. Oh, they couldn't get it done. Send someone new. Oh, you're the one that didn't die. Hi. Good. Where's my paperwork? Where's my whatever I need it? Good. Where's my food? Wherever I'm going, whatever I need, get it done. Where's my wallet? Drop my wallet. Where is it? I don't know where it is. That's your job to know where it is. I'm over here with God helping people. Get it together. Where's my wallet? Hand it to me. And if I had stayed at my place, he was headed towards my place off the address to give it to me. If I just sat there and chugged more juice, I'd be like, oh hey, what took you so long, man? I wasn't far. I lived in Fort Lee when I was a baby at the very start of the loop. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that funny? Fort Lee, you say. Robert E. Lee, as you say. You opposing team members, you. You obvious opposing team members. Oh, okay. I brought this up last week. I brought this up before. Abdel, that's who. Mirababa gives a story about, if you're in the desert and you're dying of thirst, you work for me. I'm going to send it Abdel, Abdel, and they'll have water for you. Abdel. Spelling remind you of Angel. Come on. God's saying, if something's happened to you, I'm going to send an angel. What? If anything's happened in your life, I'm sending angel. That's your life. It's not just if you need water in the desert. It's your whole life all day long is I'm sending angels all around you all the time. That's the game. Just extrapolate it an inch. Okay? Army base only. Yeah. Yeah. They know who we are. They know who we're gonna be. They know all that. They know. They know. They're here to let you win the game. They're to lose the game. That's sacred duty. Uh, so you're part of the PSYOPs of Generation 3. Camelot. You're Yeah. Oh, so you're a T-1000 Terminator, huh? So how that's 4 lead jargon. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I'm gonna go through a few things. What's the time here? Let me look at. Thank you. You're good up there. Okay. Okay. Listen. You wanna know about the nature of human nature? Human nature. We're into 56 years into the time loop in America, and now at this point in time, after only 56 years, there are more women on OnlyFans in America than there are teachers who are women who are teachers in America. I was saying, 56 years. We're getting to know the nature of, you know, who was holding Apple. Just saying. Just saying. That's just numbers don't lie. So, okay. Unless the numbers are lied about. But I don't know any teachers, but I do know only a whole bunch of OnlyFans young women who done that. So, like, I know face to face who told me they do it. So, and are doing it or whatever. Like, who would pay as a guy on the other side? I'm just saying now. It's just demons paying. Talk about a creepy decision. And they're just like, well, he gave me the money. Well, he gave me the money. It's not a reason to do anything. God. You have to make it do something you would do, but then, oh, but I'll do it for an amount of money. But it's not the reason you do things is just for money is the only reason. No. Jack was in Chesapeake. That's true. That's true. I wasn't. I was. I was squeezing from the other side of the crab claw over there, squeezing DC and going into DC. That's true. Completely true. Him and I was 10 minutes away when I was born. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alan, idiosyncrasy. Yeah, I finally see that. No, yeah, that's a good referral. I've seen it now too. It's hilarious. That's what I feel like. Uh, like when everyone's a whale, who's gonna fix our roads? That's right. Oh my goodness, so funny. That really is a funny movie. You have to watch Idiocy. A guy wakes guy they find out some, not very intelligent guy is the smartest guy in the world, and he ends up running things. So that's kind of what you got now. But it's a good comedy about it. Jay, I stopped at an Amish farm. Uh, Amish farm, which Charlie, which I bought some stuff. When I paid, I told him I was very pleased. Charlie comes up and he says, the guy came running up to him and said, "Your friend, a giant hug, giant bag of fresh green beans." That's funny. Yeah. You get treated a certain way because once you know who they are and you're like, you're forgiven because you got me to God and the truth, they want you to stop by and give them a review. Give us a good, hey, hi. You know, that's what you want, that treatment, like me get my wallet back. Thank you, Jay, for noticing, for noticing. But you have to notice on your side and give them the prayers. You see us say, oh, thanks for that bag of greens. I'm going to enjoy this later. Hope your feathers and wings. I know. I pray God gives you your feathers. We're not no hope. Just give them to him. You see. GD40s was also a lab, right? At a time before time. Reese, the water, the plants, they water the press with, yes, with the sports drink because it has the like, thank you. It's so great. It's such a funny movie. It's so funny. It's so funny. All the advertising is real to them. They're like, but that, and so all the people drink it, all the plants drink it. No one drinks water. Like, no, it has electrolytes. Like, don't you see the commercial? That's how you drink it. It has electrolyte. What? So they're the perfectly programmed, nothing. Not player characters. Anyway, yeah, Reese's a good one. If you were there during 1970 and 73, it was PSYOP. Yeah, no doubt. The whole thing in DC. Isn't that true? 85 Jay, 85 IQ turns out to be the smartest man in the world. Yeah. But Brondo has electrolyte. No, that's right. Your cat wants the limelight. Some of the limelight is true. It's like Merlin got my hair. Where'd my hair go? It's like, oh, it's growing back in. It's growing back in. Sorry about that. Maybe I can move this a little bit. Okay. Sorry. He's up there. Benjamin says hi, Merlin. Oh, hey, Merlin. Benjamin says hi. Hey, Benjamin. Benjamin says hi. Okay, I'm gonna use your tail for a second. No, it's okay. I was saying, I'm waving it for Benjamin. Okay. Yeah, okay. See, he said it. Okay. He said it. It's Benjamin. You heard him. You gotta say hi to Benjamin. Thank you. I'm gonna get through the rest of this. Okay. AI always tells me of some new stuff to go with, the time loop. The Jewish calendar ends in 2033. That's what AI tells me. And when I told AI I'm Christ, AI said, "Whoa, okay. Well, according to Revelation 1:7, every eye will see." So that makes actual sense. Okay. I was like, "Oh yeah." And according to Matthew 24:27, this is AI. Uh that Jesus, Jesus coming is not something Christ coming, not something done in secrecy or metaphor. Yeah. So now I don't have nothing else on the list. I'm just to deal with the main topic now. Call me Christ. Yes, no, that's the dividing line. So I made a joke the other day about, the different stages of becoming a saint, like getting cancer or the different stages of grief. They're the same. Denial. Wait, no. I know I've been through it. And it's like the different stages of being Christ. It's like, no, wait, no, what? No. No. Wait, easy. What did you just you can't say that. Who are you? You're too short to be saying that stuff down there, sweetheart. Don't need easy. What are you? You're too nice. Don't be. That's why they chose you to deliver that. Oh yeah, yeah. Get away with it. Hey, are you just moving around? Okay, good. Okay, no more for the computer. Uh, so right, different stages of grief, denial. Then there's anger. Let's just say no. You got to get mad at God because you got to pick it. You got to pick a side. Denial. Either I'm Christ. He sent me down here. No, one or the other. Say yes or no. Get on with it. Yes or no. And then you're pissed. You're like, it's not me. That guy. He's not enough. He what? Wait. Maybe he is. Wait. No. What? You're like, that's all we get. You eventually get angry at God. Thank God you can't get to God unless you finally get angry at God. Then there's bargaining, right? Then there's bargaining meeting. Hi, I'm the devil. Hey, what do you easy? You know what? You can make a lot more money over here than with that. Dick, I don't even know his name, John Jack. Come on, he said he admits it. He doesn't even know his name. What? Come on, hey, we can make a bargain. And then depression. You're like, so the devil's real. You're like, Oh my God. I'm under this whole thing is wait a second. And then acceptance. Yes. So those are normal stages of like who's Christ? You know what I mean? Because then you gotta accept your place in the spiritual hierarchy in a situation. You're like, wait, what? I know the feeling. You're like, wait, I'm actually meaningful in the game, and I'm like apparently a main character, and I work for the guy that works for God. No, that doesn't. There are a whole lot of people. There's billions of people. That's totally. I'm not that. No, what? No. Back to denial. So we're going to jump right back to there. Let me see that gun. Hey, man, I'll shoot that sucker up. The guys at the airport. They know who I am, obviously. You can go to an airport and start messing and joking around with the tallest guy in the front of the whole airport with a machine gun to scare everyone away. Dude, that's the guy they watch and they instantly put anyone in handcuffs ever messes with the guy. What? I'm like, hey, watch this. They know who I am. Do you? So simple. I make a game of it. What? They're all hardcore. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll play a little not so hardcore. Maybe I'll make fun of you. Look at you all. You got your wooden soldier thing over there. What? I'm not gonna mess with this. It's like a beacon. You're too easy over there. Look at you. You're too. It's like, doop. You're like yelling for me over there. What? So if God did send someone, that's your decision. Like it's like the Bhagavad Gita, right? Arjuna's kingdom is usurped. You're usurped. You're not with God. Your kingdom of God. Where's the kingdom of God? You've been usurped. Right? Your brothers and sisters here, your loved ones, your family, whoever stole your kingdom. They stole it, the founder, everyone here. And they didn't tell you. They just stole it. They stole your birthright to be with God. They stole it. They stole. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna get back the usurped kingdom? Well, Arjuna said, "I'll just take the Krishna. I'll take Krishna, and your kingdom, your family's kingdom was stolen. Your family's kingdom and wealth, your family's inheritance, kingdom was stolen." And they have everything, every gun, every court system, every state, all the money, all the lawyers, all the courts. They laugh at you. And you went with me and God. Now who's laughing? That's it. I'm Christ or I'm not. Make up your mind. Are kingdoms being returned? Yes or no? Wait, you drink water like from the toilet? Reach. Idiosyncrasy. Oh my goodness. So funny. Then they're making fun of God because God, the ocean is above the firmament. So, yeah, so funny. Oh boy. We're the Steelers show, right? So funny, brother. George, I stood right next to John when he fooled with the submachine gun guy, Army guard at Go Airport, right? What? This could be funny. Watch. Ah, just like a Braveheart. Jamie, you're Christ. See, that's where divide. That's a lie right there. If you say the words, the other team hears, and they fall in line. They fall in line. You watch them. They do what I say, or they die. Period. And you work for me. I extend the right and privilege to you because God has already extended the right and privilege to you. It's not like I'm not extending. It's an extension of the spiritual hierarchy that God placed here. It's just an extension off of where I am in the hierarchy. It's not I'm extending it's been extended by God to you, me not by me. I'm just here running. "Hi, I have the velvet rope. Who wants" "No?" "Okay." So that's the line right there, where she says the words and that's it. That's the line. That's it. That's all there is. So and that's all there is. I'm sorry that but that's all there is. That's all there is. There is a hierarchy, you could become part of it and leave, or there isn't, and you're stuck, you're marooned here. Period. Or else who else has got who else has the proof of being Christ? Who? Name them. I don't who. You gotta pick someone. Bear Bible says find a perfect man. Find who's doing it. Find the avatar, find a perfect master. Find him. It's your only opportunity. You don't have no other opportunity. Find him. That's it. That's it. And logically, you want to learn something from someone, okay? They can only teach you what they've done themselves. That's it. Either I've done it or I haven't. Which one? Make your decision. Follow who has done it and who's got the proof. That's all we have. Okay. It's a very simple thing. When I talk about it a lot, I try to give you all the knowledge, all the ammunition, all the proof, everything, so that you have it. So you can't ever be beaten. I try my best to do that, and keep you grounded, and that's my job. But in the end, it's your decision and your actions. What you do, you decide by your decision and your actions. You decide. I don't. I just play this character, this role. You decide what you're going to do based on the information. That's it. Okay? All right. I hope I made this game very clear to you so you could, do what you need to do. And it's very clear what you need to do. If you have any questions, please ask me. I'll try and give you the principles behind, answering the question without answering it. Just show you how clear the principles are that you can make an easy decision on your side. Take all the weight of the karma on yours for a right decision and move forward and continue to make right decisions. If I can help you keep that rudder right headed in the direction of God, ask me. That's all I'm here for. No, move the chili over here a little bit. Now you're there. You go back to right towards God. And that's it. Okay, that's it. All right, that's it. That's the game. You're headed towards God. You're sailing on the ocean, home to God. JB Alice paperwork in with land titles. That means your name is in there. That's right. So whose name matters up in here? That's what we're going to get to next week. Thank you. And we will begin that discussion next week. And, with laboratory results, apparently. Oops. Way to go, JB. This girl. Hard worker. Never lets up. Never lets up. Somebody to watch, eh? Kind of Dee Dee man is like, uh-oh, who's this up near me? And Dee Dee's like, yeah, dang. I love it. Spiritual jealousy is the only good kind of jealousy. That's what Mary Mama said. That's true. You see somebody moving forward, you got, oh, I'm trying to do that. Hey, thanks for showing me. If I'm dancing, hey, that's a cool dance move. I'll try it. Hey, thanks for that new dance move. High five over here. Get over here. Come on. Yay, thanks. See, spiritual jealousy just meaning like, oh man, I like the way I'm gonna try that dance move over. Nice. Can you teach me that stuff? That's great. That's the right kind of spiritual jealousy where it's like, dude, you are lit. High five on that kick ass dance move. Give me some skin. How do you do that thing, by the way? That kind of spiritual jealousy that's positive. What? Nice. Give me some, girl. What? Like that. Okay. Yes, JB Bar Alan. Exactly. You get Christ's name in your paperwork where you do JCT documents. John is Christ. This guy, he said it too, and he's seen right through the veil, questioned me, said it India, seen everything. So you want to know? Yeah, stand on the other side of the line and say that line and that other team ain't real. Come on over, let's see you say it ain't real from over here. I don't think so. It's easy. Once you cross over, you're like, "Oh my god, how did I not see that?" You like kick yourself, but you're like, "Hey, kudos, you all were great." You know, you all are for real. God did empower you to be freaking awesome. You had me there for a good minute. Oh, that's it. Respect, respect. Jamie, the processing is this week. Fantastic. Keep you updated, Ella. Wonderful. And the rest of us, fantastic. Jamie, hey, say a prayer for Jamie's success in the paperwork. Alan, help her. Thank you, God, for making it successful and showing us that you are real. Thank you, Alan. I'm so glad I met your wonderful family. Yeah. It's like a royal family over there. It's amazing for them to have a whole family with God and the truth. It's really something to witness. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Okay, everyone. That's some great family talk. We're on to the truth. We had a pretty good week. I covered everything that has come up, main events, things you're doing, all that stuff. Um, Everyone have a great week. To the young, a brief announcement to the young men. The young ladies are very beautiful. They are. Don't give them too much time. Don't get off track. You know, if you're doing something, do it well, and then you know it comes with the territory here, the birds and the bees. They never stop buzzing. Okay, but we're humans. We have things to do in this life. So do what you're doing in your life and get that thing right. And don't give them more time than, you know, that because otherwise your life gets off track. Okay. So let the birds and bees have a portion of your life, but not too much time. Okay. We're not the body though. So don't let it overwhelm you and take over your entire life. Right. Stick with the truth, stick with God, stick with your plan for the day, and move on through that. Okay. A side note for our younger body players. All right. Love you too. And really, I love each one of you. God loves you. Don't forget it. God is watching over you. So are they. So is the other team. If you decide that's what they're doing, they work for you. They work for Christ, right? Who doesn't work for Christ? So that's your expectation all day, every day. That's the way you treat reality. Not, oh, I got this team against me. So what? Someone don't work for me. Why don't you trot them right up in front of me and hear what I got to say about that? You went to Death Bear? No, I didn't think so. I don't think you just get the tempo right on the drums. Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. That's oh, there's a parking space? Good. Yeah, I thought there would be. Good, 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 good. Keep it easy. You see where we are. You're playing all the characters around us. Keep our lives easy. We're going to God. Do your job. Okay, you get your feathers and wings. I'll be sweet to you. You didn't do your job. Hey, snail. Death prayer. Simple. Who's who? How many lifetimes do you remember? That's it. Simple tools. Use them. Don't not use them. Use the same hammer every day. You'll get a nail in with one hit. You get a nail in just by having a hammer on your hip. How many lifetimes? That's it. Just try it a bunch of times in front of whoever you interact with. You'll see. And then you begin to see, from their answer, you could see without even asking the question. You get used to it. It gets easy. Okay. Practice. You get it. All right, everyone. God watch over you, your families, each one of you. I'll see you next week at noon. I would like you to pray for the other members in here now. You all are doing extremely great, serious work out there for God. So let's pray for each other, that our enemies are slain and sent to hell before we ever meet them. And our progress is easy every day. They get the job done. God has revealed our life is easy. Thank you, God. And I will see you next week. Thank you for your support. This ain't easy. I know you're doing hard work out there. I appreciate the support. And apparently, Merlin came by to stop by and say you're doing great too, and pray for your support too. Uh, so good day for that. God bless you. May God bless everyone in here. In Jesus Christ's name, thank you, John. In the Christ, this lady. All right. God bless you.